Dragons in the skies, fire from the boughs, wisdom flowing fast, ancient temples bow, mountains echo tales, ancestors crying loud, heroes of the past, legends worn proud. On golden silk roads, history unfolds, mystics in the night, secrets they hold. Great walls shadow long, warriors in rows, in the courtyard's light, a lotus flower grows. Orchids in the wind, laughter from the light, truth within the sand, sages bathed in might. Tigers leap through time, rivers serpentine, harmony and chaos living by design. Phoenix rise anew, feathers burning blue, forest whisper soft, mind open and true. Scrolls of hidden art, sages they confide, seeking of the jade, time won't divide. Battles lost and won, emperors do reign, people marching on, dreams still remain. Peasant to the king, stories intertwined, every single soul walking a fine line. Orchids in the wind, laughter from the light, truth within the sand, sages bathed in might. Tigers leap through time, rivers serpentine, harmony and chaos living by design.
By design, harmony and chaos by design. Oh my god, I actually love that song. I should have made it longer. It's such a sick song. I hope you guys enjoy that too, jamming out to it. Welcome back. I am the dust at the feet of God's servants. Only God is special. How is everyone doing this evening? I know I wasn't supposed to stream, but I was feeling it, and I thought I'll do a quick one, and then this wind is calling me. Oh my god, I keep hearing the wind out the window, and it's just like, come outside, come play. I'm like, oh. All right, let me just finish the stream first, I'll come out. So it's not gonna be a long one. I want to go outside and play in the storm, enjoy the wind, go for a walk, and do those things, usual crazy stuff. Crazy, not crazy, usual things. Anyways, welcome back. Today's stream, or this evening's stream, is gonna be about water, as the Americans would say. The English would say water is the American way. Anyway, this is going to be a video we're going to watch. I think we've watched part of this previously. It's in regards to water and its ability to pick up on energy, the energy that's around it, and how it then stores that energy in its own way through memory. So we're going to have a look at this because I think it's very important to understand this concept when you're looking into spirituality, when you're looking into trying to understand yourself and stuff like that. Because like I've said on this channel plenty of times before, your thoughts are important, okay? You need to focus on good things. You need to focus on truth, love, compassion, contentment, humility. You want to drop lust, anger, greed, attachment, and fear. They don't lead to anywhere productive. You want to be positive thoughts, and then those positive thoughts affect your body and your brain and the way you think and the connections that are made. It's all connected. It's all so deep and meshes together beautifully. But you have to understand these basics in order to get that understanding. So yeah, we thought we'll watch this little video here, and we'll make some comments on it as we go along. It's only 10 minutes long, but I will speed it up a little bit. Hopefully you guys can keep up with the words, if there are any words.
What is water? In water researcher Victor Schauberger's view, it is a living substance, which can die if it is treated poorly. Schauberger believed that water is born in the forest, it falls as rain, and it filters down through the rocks, gathering minerals and trace elements until arriving at the surface as a spring. At this point, water is full of mother substances ready to provide life. Its vitality depends on how it flows, or how it is forced to flow. Water makes a long, difficult journey before arriving in our homes. It used to be common knowledge that a settlement could only occur where there was a natural source of water. Today, whether or not there is water in a place is of no importance, because we transport water for thousands of miles using high...
So as soon as you start transporting water for thousands of miles, you've taken it out of that natural system that it's in. The natural system of the water rains down, it creates the rivers, the puddles, or whatever, the streams, and then it gets evaporated slowly back into the atmosphere, where it's then rained down again. And through this being evaporated and raining down constantly, it goes through a purification process. However, once you now start piping everything, it's out of that system. It's no longer part of that system, and that's when you start having issues with the water in the cities. But anyway, they're gonna go into it further. It's just what I remembered from back in the day.
High pressure.
That's beautiful, isn't
In
it?
nature, rivers and streams always flow along a smoothly curving course. But any water system has multiple right-angle turns.
Oh, hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag not sponsored. Once I get a job and get some money coming in, I'm going to buy the YouTube Premium. So if I do continue streaming, then I will be able to do it without these advert interruptions. Anyways, let's carry on.
The natural structure of the water breaks down more and more with each such turn. Water from a water supply system which flows into our homes through pipes has various forms, crystals of various forms. But they are all deformed. That is, they may look like this. It can look like this or have these crystals and many other arrangements, but you won't see any symmetry or beauty.
Yeah, I was just going to say there's no symmetry or beauty in that image. Wait, so basically what they're saying is within a stream, the water flows in curves, and it takes the route it needs to take, and the water is able to keep its crystalline structure, the one that, you know, is the natural perfection through the natural cleaning process. But when you stick it into a pipe and you're going right turn, right turn, right turn, right turn, right turn, and all these right turns or left turns, which are right angles, the water's hitting the pipe and then it's changing direction. And when it does this, it affects the crystalline structure within the water. And then that affects the ability of the water to hold good memories, if I remember correctly, which he's about to explain.
Been forming crystals for more than a dozen years. From our tests, we came to the conclusion that living water forms more hexagonal crystals, and less vibrant or dead water doesn't form hexagonal shapes. What concerns me is that water from any big city tends not to form beautiful crystals. When water travels in the city, it collects negative information from the people and pollution. Also, the more chlorine in the water, the less crystals can form. We also have pipes that make
I don't know that. The more chlorine that's in the water, the less crystals that can form. And that's how we treat our water. Chlorine, fluoride, and all these chemicals. Once again, like I said, with the chemicals, you're not actually revitalizing the water or renewing it to its natural essence. All you're doing is killing the germs, and that's it. And then the water, dead water, is still dead water. You know, it's not got that life force in it from nature.
lots of turns. Imagine if you were water. You might want to die with all this unnatural and forced movement.
It is well known that the water supply in many large cities is a closed-loop system. After undergoing aggressive chemical purification and passing through powerful filters, the water in these systems is returned to our homes, still remembering the chemicals and the violence it was subjected to. There are over 100,000 man-made chemicals, including pharmaceuticals, birth control pills, toiletries, and household cleaners. When the liver removes these toxins from our body, they get flushed down the toilet, where they then go into the sewer, where many pass intact through our sewage treatment facilities and filters, and are recycled back into our municipal water system, for us to consume once again.
See how bad that sounds? See how bad that sounds? All these contaminants, all these chemicals, straight back into the body afterwards. Yeah, they've been treated. Yeah, there's no germs, but and they probably neutralized the chemicals, but you've still got all those added chemicals. Because essentially, let's do a bit of science here today. Let's say you have a cup of water, H2O. Okay, you have a cup of water. You put, there we go, cup of water. You put 50% water, so the cup is half full. You then put 10% acid and 10% alkaline solutions. All right, so now technically you should have 70% of that cup. All right, let me just minimize the screen. So yeah, there we go. So now you should have 70% of that cup full, but it's not 70% water. It's 50% water, 10% acid and 10% alkaline. It's not 70% water. So this is what he's saying. He's saying that as it goes through the cycle of the water cycle, these things that are put inside of it still remain there. The acid and the alkaline may not be dangerous in a dangerous level, but it's still in there. It's not pure water anymore. And that's not good, and could be one of the reasons that we see a lot of people having a lot of health issues nowadays, is as if you're not drinking proper water, your body's not able to purify itself. It's not able to remove the heavy metals which give people arthritis. Like they usually get like calcium deposits, and calcium's a metal, by the way. Calcium is a metal, so they get calcium deposits within their joints, and that gives them arthritis. So having clean water, which is actually refreshed naturally, allows you to purify your system as well. So yeah, very, very important. But let's carry on with this little video. Let's see what else we can learn.
昭和そのうち10番ですが、
I've studied water crystals for 15 years. What I would really like people to know through my research or work is that water has memory.
Dr. Masaru Emoto exposes water to a variety of outside stimuli at his research laboratory in Japan. His researchers capture 50 samples of each water specimen, which are frozen, and after 3 hours examined in the lab at a temperature of -5 degrees centigrade. Only a few will reveal their beautiful structure. As the temperature rises under the microscope, the crystal starts to grow and expand. The researcher captures its image on camera before it returns to the liquid state.
Ever wonder what sets successful traders apart?
They always put the
It's not
adverts
that-
at the worst
and-
time. As soon as the video is getting interesting, and advert. Hashtag still not sponsored. There we go. Oh, look at that.
This beautiful geometrical wonder expands in 6 directions from each corner of its hexagonal base. A lateral view reveals a protrusion that appears at the tip of the cone. This is because ice crystals do not develop 2-dimensionally, but rather 3-dimensionally from the center to the edges. Water from natural sources, unlike tap water, provides a wide range of crystalline formations. This allows us to peek into the life and health of water.
That was
Living
cool.
water, in
That-
good condition,
Oh.
produces beautiful hexagonal crystals, provides a wide range of crystalline formations. This allows us to peek
If you've ever watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, that looks like the fire symbol. For those who know.
into the life and health of water. Living water, in good condition, produces beautiful hexagonal crystals, as we see in these pictures. If water gets sick or dies, what we see changes dramatically. We can see how water reacts to a computer, a television set, to hard rock,
Oh,
a microwave oven, a cell phone.
The basic principle in the
yeah. So there's a lot of different radiation types that affect the energy inside the crystal, and then obviously affect the shape of the crystal. And I think most people would understand that having a symmetrical crystal is better than having one that's kind of blown to pieces and is not really a crystal anymore. It's just like fragmented pieces. It's not got that beauty to it anymore, and it doesn't seem natural anymore. It doesn't seem natural.
universe is vibration, and vibration can be created by the principle of resonance. Without resonance, vibration doesn't exist, and this is the truth in the universe. In the quantum world, very small units of things resonate with each other, and that's how they affirm themselves. So we are able to reconfirm the existence of things by seeing them through this resonance theory.
We've talked about frequencies and stuff like that on previous, not in depth in this, well, kind of in depth in this regard. This is more of the sense that your mind sends off brain waves or energy that is picked up. These wavelengths of energy, which are your thoughts, are picked up by the water.
Planck once said that everything is a wave. In other words, when we write a word on a sheet of paper and apply it to water, we can see that the water crystal changes its form. It means a transformation of the water itself, under the influence of the frequencies that we emit with this word.
The first word Dr. Emoto's research team exposed water to was arigato, Japanese for thank you.
Arigato gozaimasu. I love Japanese. I would love to learn Japanese properly. I'd love to live there for a little bit. But anyway, arigato. Sorry.
Next, we see what happened when they used negative words, such as you fool.
And that would be baka in Japanese. You baka. Baka.
Words of beauty create beautiful crystals. Gentle words manifest delicate crystals. In crystal form, water reflects the power of intention behind our words. This is a water droplet. If we expose water to various sound frequencies using a technology called a tonoscope, we can observe various patterns emerging in its structure. As we increase the frequency at certain key
That
thresholds,
looks so pretty, so beautiful. I've done photography like this before, actually. It's called like water droplet photography, and yeah, it's so cool. It's so cool. Like the different shapes, the way the water droplet bounces and then it bounces back out. Like the one I got was so cool. It was because each one's different. So the water dropped into the water, and then instead of coming back out as a little ball, it came out spinning sideways, and you could see it twisting as it's. Oh, I'm gonna try and find that picture, and I'll put it up on community post if anyone cares. But that will be there hopefully in the future if I find the picture. But yeah, let's just look at that thing again.
this is a water droplet.
It looks so cool.
If we expose water to various sound frequencies using a technology called a tonoscope, we can observe various patterns emerging in its structure. As we increase the frequency at certain key thresholds, the entire pattern morphs into a new resonant pattern, which is a more complex expression of the base frequencies.
Ooh,
This happens repeatedly as the frequency increases.
This kind of reminds me of the sound wave patterns on the sand table that we've seen on the videos previously. I'm gonna make one eventually. I started one, but it was a bit of a rush job. I'm gonna try and do a better job for, actual demonstration purposes.
We can observe familiar geometrical patterns. Here we see a perfect cube, a tetrahedron, a star tetrahedron,
Ooh, cool.
the octahedron. All of these forms of sacred geometry were created simply by achieving the resonant frequency to match the form.
Water and human beings and plants respond the same way to resonant energy that your cell phone does when it picks up the call. Human beings and water can respond to particular frequencies and energies applied that way, and you can build up tremendous energy and have tremendous effects. We grow crystals using resonant frequencies. Salt crystals, like the same kind of salt flowing through your bloodstream right now in water, we grow those crystals using resonant frequencies 2,500 times faster and bigger.
Wow.
Water perceives every change in thought or mood.
That's a good way to make extra money in the salt business. Grow more bigger salt crystals faster. Amazing.
The brightest of these vibrational currents is created by love.
Love.
The power of this emotion is reflected
Love is super powerful. Super, super powerful. Awesome.
in the word itself.
Our mind is related to our central nervous system. And when we have some emotions, when we have some thoughts, they directly influence not our only nervous system, but the whole body. First of all through blood, then through vegetative system. So we, with our thoughts, with our emotions, we totally change condition of the whole body.
Visionary and artist Leonardo da Vinci came to the same conclusion. Human emotions are water, he wrote in his notes.
No
And
way.
it is the form taken by these flows within the body that determine the human character.
I did not know that last bit. I did not know that last bit about Leonardo da Vinci. That is so cool. Yeah, so this is, and love, them saying that love is like one of the most powerful emotions in order to transform water. And it's not just water, it's yourself. This is why I say truth, love, compassion, contentment, humility. Love is part of it. The opposite of love is fear. You don't want fear in your life. You want to let that go and give that to God and take the love, because he's always given love. So you want to take the love from God and let him take care of your fears. Let him handle your fears, because he knows how to deal with them the best. It doesn't mean like don't deal with the problems. It just means that don't let fear control you. Give it to God. If fear comes to a point where it's going to control you, give it to God and let love control you. Let love lead you. And then that should reflect in yourself, in your body, in your mind, in your thoughts, in your actions, everything. This is why I say righteous path is the only thing I know. The only thing I know. The only thing that makes sense for me is the righteous path, because it's all the things that promote this positive thinking, all these things that promote this positive steps to take in your life, rather than being stuck at anger, lust, greed, attachment, or pride. Instead of getting stuck anywhere there, you're just moving forward with truth, love, compassion, contentment, humility, bringing it back to the righteous path, as I always do. So yeah, this is why water is so damn important, because we need to understand this. Because if we keep drinking this tap water or the bottled water or whatever kind of water that we get, and we're not getting the natural spring water or natural refreshed water, which would be distilled essentially. You'd want it naturally distilled, but if you've got a distiller, I guess that's the next best thing. That's what I have. I have a distiller because I'm like, I could catch rainwater, but the problem with catching rainwater around where I live is that the aeroplanes dump the fuel as they're about to land. Because anyone who knows anything about aeroplanes is that when they go to a particular destination, they overfuel. They put extra fuel in because there might be an emergency, they might need to divert, there might be weather problems, whatever happens, they need extra fuel for these situations. So when they're coming to land over here down at Heathrow, just before they land, they need to balance out the weight in the wings, because that's where the fuel is kept, inside the wings. They need to balance out that weight, and in order to balance it out, they dump some fuel. So hence why sometimes it's not feasible to collect rainwater. Also because of if you've got factories nearby and you're getting acid rainwater come down where it's just mixed with chemicals, then you're putting all this effort in and you're not getting any reward, because it's the same old crap that you could get out of a tap. It's polluted, it's not good for you. Hence why I went down the distiller route. Obviously, if you've got a nice spring near you or a nice natural well, that's even better. But yeah, and also you also want to be thankful to the water when you're drinking it, appreciate it. Just give it that extra oomph of love as you're drinking it, Can't be a bad thing, can it? Just to say thank you, water. I used to call water liquid gold, because I used to play football, like when I was younger, before the knee injury, years and years ago in a previous life. Oh God, I loved it so much. It was so awesome. Just thinking about it just brings back so many good memories. But yeah, after school, go down to the park, play football with mates. Would play from morning till night. If it was a weekend, if it was a weekday, it would be from school finished till it got dark. And even then, we'll still keep playing. Even in the snow. I remember once we were playing in the snow. That was insane. It was awesome. So much fun. Anyway, I'm getting diverted. The point was that... what was the point? Why did I bring up my football life? There was a story in regards to water. Yes, I remember now. Sorry, liquid gold. Yes, there we go. Back to it. It was that we were playing through the summer. It was summer holidays, every single day, down to the park, playing football all day, every day. And in the middle of the summer, when it's super blazing hot and you're running around and you're in the middle of the park and you don't have access to water, when you do find some, liquid gold. Honestly, it is the best feeling ever. Being so thirsty and then finally having a drink of water, especially in the heat. Oh, so yeah, appreciate water as much as you can, even when you're drinking it. Like, it's never too late. As you drink it, you can say, yeah, wow, that's good water. Like, it's refreshing. I appreciate it. It's going to help clean my system. Thank you. Appreciate. So that was the first video I wanted to watch. There is potentially 2 other videos, but excuse me, I'm going to skip one of them because it's a bit of a long one, and I think it's very similar research that we just went into. There was just more crystal pictures in that one, which I thought, yeah, but we'll look at some of the crystal pictures. We'll look at some of the crystal pictures, but then I won't show the whole video. And then here we go. Oops. Share this tab instead. There we go. I think that should be showing up now. No, it's not. Sorry. There we go. Now it's showing up. Okay. So yeah, it's just the different types of crystals. Obviously, this one's the bad crystals. It's all just, and again, bad here on this side. It's all like little pieces all over the place. This one, symmetry, beautiful. And I think these are the crystals as they develop. Yeah, you can see even when it gets really complicated and really big, it's still got that symmetrical beauty to it. It's still got that je ne sais quoi to it. It's yeah. So I think there is something to this, Dr. Emoto. Obviously, They call it Hidden Secrets of Water, or the other one was called Water is Alive. But it started off with a disclaimer. Here you go. The views and opinions expressed by the individuals in this following program do not necessarily reflect those of the network or its parent company or affiliates. So even though they've shown all this, a lot of people are still quite, like the science community are like, oh no, that's not real. It's not real science. I don't know why. I don't know why. I will try. I have tried to do the experiment myself, but I don't have the full equipment. I tried to makeshift something. It didn't work as well, but that was a mistake I made because I was trying to do it from the water freezing. But from watching this, what they do is they freeze the water first and then they slowly let it melt, and then they watch it, and then they see the crystals form, so, or deform, and then they reverse that process. So I'm gonna try again in the future and see if I could get some cool crystal images up for you guys and see if we can actually go and say, yeah, do you know what, this does sound legit, and we can show it's got some kind of legitness to it. Anyways, excuse me. The other video I wanted to watch or show you was this. Whoops, it's got a bit of a dodgy noise to it. Let's stop doing that one. Share this tab instead. There we go. So this is a bubble underwater which is collapsed by a sound wave. This isn't to do with the crystals or anything. This is water related again, but it was a slightly different message that I wanted to give with this one. So we're going to watch this video. It's only 3 minutes long. I doubt we'll watch all of it. We'll speed it up as well. Kia, my buddy. That's a long intro. There we go. So that light there is essentially a bubble that's being hit with a sound wave, and then that sound wave is causing the bubble to create a light. Now, message behind this video. Obviously, the previous one was focus on your thoughts, focus on your emotions, and that affects the rest of your body. Your body is 70% water. Your brain is 70% water. It affects a lot of you, the way you think. It's very important. This one is to show you that a little bubble of water with, oh, is it underwater bubble? So it's not a bubble of water. It's a bubble of air in water with sound wave can create light. And to equate this into something spiritual that you could possibly understand, I would say that the world is like the ocean. We are like the bubble. And when God gives us his grace and his love, that vibration causes the light inside to show. That was the idea behind this. This is the lesson here, is that you are the bubble. You need to ask God to give you the love that you can shine. That's it. In the world of water, where there's nothing but water, you're the single bubble, and you ask God to give his love to fill that bubble, not water, and then you shine. So that's essentially it. I was going to end the stream there, but I did also find a funny little video, literally just as I was about to start the stream. I saw this video and I was like, oh, I love this so much. And it's something I've seen before, and I'm pretty sure I may have borrowed this without realizing it, because this is kind of how I felt about life. But yeah, I saw it literally just before I started the stream, so I thought I'll share it. It's got nothing to do with water. It's just something that I thought was kind of funny and interesting that it showed up on my YouTube thing literally just before I started. And yeah, anyway, let's play this one here. So this is from that show I mentioned previously, The Adventures of Superman and Lois. And this is them just having a little chat.
Do you realize what just happened? We were sent to investigate and spent the whole time wallowing. We wallowed. I hate wallowers, and that's what we've turned into, a couple of sighing, slack-jawed, self-pitying wallowers.
For whatever it's worth, I x-rayed underneath the store, and I found evidence of machinery being dismantled, so Church could be telling the truth.
Are you kidding? Next, you're going to be telling me you bought that lovey-dovey newlyweds view.
Well, you know, I do hope that being married to someone does change your life, make you look at things in a new way.
And don't you think a big part of that love change is communication, getting things out in the open?
I did get things out in the open, starting with, will you marry me?
No, I got things out in the open, starting with, you are Superman.
A little louder, I don't think they heard you in Gotham City.
Speaking of which, when were you planning on telling me? The honeymoon? Our first anniversary? When the kids started flying around the house?
First, I needed to know that you would marry me. Not Superman, not his powers, just me, Clark. I needed to know that, okay?
Have you realized what just...
Yeah, so it was just that last bit, not the Superman bit. It was just the whole try to keep low profile in life and find someone who appreciates me. And I kind of always done this kind of thing. But I never realized I may have stolen it from the that show. I guess I didn't realize. It's just something I thought made sense, and I was like, yeah, it makes sense. You know, you want someone who likes you, not your money, not your car, not your job, not your whatever. They want you because that's who they're going to be with for the rest of their life. So yeah, it made sense to me. So I kind of, I guess, subconsciously kept hold of that, and I've always tried to focus on that and keep moving forward with that. So yeah, I just thought that was a funny little thing to share at the end that popped up on my screen. I still hear the wind going outside, so I'm getting excited because I'm about to go for a walk. Hopefully I don't get blown away. But anyways, it was a nice quick half-an-hour stream. Like I said, it was going to be a quick one. I hope you guys have a good evening. I hope you guys learned something. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe if you're new and you think I'm actually losing subscribers, which is funny. So there's me telling you to subscribe as hilarious. But if you did want to subscribe, you can. No bother. You could unsubscribe too if you want. And you could dislike the video. You don't always have to like. You don't always have to subscribe. You could unsubscribe. You could dislike the video, and you don't have to share if you don't want to. It is what it is. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing evening. I thank you for joining me for this chat. There was nobody in live chat, which is fine. It is what it is. I like talking to myself, and keeps me focused as well. You guys are great, but you guys are so distracting, especially when you guys start saying jokes and stuff. But yeah, it's been nice. Alrighty, have an amazing day. Take care. Peace. Goodbye.
Yeah, I've been through the shadows, walked in the night, seen the world get heavy, try to crush my light. The hope keeps burning deep in my soul, a flame that won't fade, yeah, it keeps me whole. When life gets rough and the clouds roll in, hope is the anchor that pulls me again. In the darkest of times, when all seems lost, hope breaks through no matter the cost. Hope never dies, it shines through the pain, through every storm, every drop of rain. When the world goes dim and I'm down to my knees, hope lifts me up, sets my spirit free. They say light can't shine without a little dark. Hope's that spark, yeah, it ignites the heart. When the path ain't clear and the road feels long, hope gives me strength, makes me strong. I've seen despair try to steal my fight, but hope keeps pushing like day through night. There's a voice in my head saying keep going strong, tells me I'm right where I belong. Hope never dies, it shines through the pain, through every storm, every drop of rain. When the world goes dim and I'm down to my knees, hope lifts me up, sets my spirit free. Hope's like the sun after endless rain. It's a light that heals, it's a balm for pain. It don't fade, don't break, don't bend. It's the beat of my heart, my forever friend. So when I'm lost, I look to the sky. Hope's in the stars, it's the reason why. Why I stand, why I rise, why I keep on fighting. Hope's my armor when the world starts biting. It whispers, hold on, don't give up yet. Through every tear, through every regret, hope's the fire that never goes out. Through every struggle, every doubt, hope never dies, it shines through the pain, through every storm, every drop of rain. When the world goes dim and I'm down to my knees, It's a light that heals, it's a balm for pain. It don't fade, don't break, don't bend. It's the beat of my heart, my forever friend. So when I'm lost, I look to the sky. Hope's in the stars, it's the reason why. Why I stand, why I rise, why I keep on fighting. Hope's my armor when the world starts biting. It whispers, hold on, don't give up yet. Through every tear, through every regret. Hope's a fire that never goes out. Through every struggle, every doubt. Through every struggle, every doubt. Hope never dies.
Hope never dies. I hope you enjoyed that. That's it again for me. Take care. Goodbye. Good night. Bye. I am the dust at the feet of God's servants. Only God is special. Bye. Come on, I need to go.